We're going camping this weekend with our 2 kids and a dog.
Come with us and we'll share everything that we learn along the way.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights.
We're relatively experienced campers. We've been on multiple trips. We've even been on a month-long trip with our 2-year-old daughter. She's now 4 and we now have a 1-year-old son, so we're taking them away together for the first time. This is also a new campervan to us. It's a new layout. We've not used this layout before, so we're really excited to give it a test run. We've laid out everything that we think we could possibly need for the weekend, and I think we're set to go. Bedding for us 2, chef's pan, kettle, essential beers, some levelling chocks in case the campground isn't that steady. We've got some WD-40 and some duct tape, because my dad always said if it moves too much, duct tape. If it doesn't move enough, WD-40. We've got a hammer and chisel because we're going to the Jurassic Coast and I want to see some fossils. We've got our hookup for our mains power. We've got our camping gas, touring gas burner there. We've got a little table set up. We've got our dry robe in case it's cold. 2 adult camp chairs, 2 kid camping chairs, baby seat, toddler seat, stand-up paddleboard, kids' toys, some food, roll-up camping mat, which is absolutely brilliant because you can put it down, the kids can crawl about on it. We've got our cool box for taking to the beach for our picnics. We've got our dog supplies, and we've got our kitchen utensils.
Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye.
Okay, so I think we've just about got everything packed up. The back's all packed up, all our stuff is cleared out. So as long as we've not forgotten everything, I think we're good to go. Cooking equipment down the bottom with our chairs and everything. We've got all our chocks and all the kind of practical gear that we need for the van in the bottom level. We've got our kitchen box down there. We've got some of our clothes and some beers and things in the back, things that we're not going to need immediately. We've got our toys in the middle here. We've got the paddleboard, which takes up the most amount of space, but fortunately this van was built to accommodate one. And then we've got a space ready for my clothes once I finished actually packing my bag, and yours too, Katie. Inside of the van, we've got the kids' seats temporarily fitted, but we'll need to double check them in the morning. The beauty about this is that we have rolled the seat forward so that when the kids need something when we're on the drive on the motorway, we can just lean back and give it to them. We can still access the fridge if we need to, but we can't access the cupboards when that's pulled forwards. But there's actually bags of space in behind that we've not utilised. We could have crammed loads of stuff into it. I know that loads of people cram as much stuff as they can in there. We've not put anything in the top shelf, we've not put anything in that rear tall cupboard. Or the gantry going across the top there. We've not actually got anything in the back cupboards at the side there either, so there is still loads of room in this van, which I'm quite impressed with so far. The one downside I would say is there's no room for a pushchair, so there's no room for a pram in the back. Yeah, so we can't take the pram for the little man, so we're just going to be carrying him, I think. So we'll either take a backpack for him or I'll just carry him for the weekend. If we wanted to take the pram, we could do, but we'd have to push the seat back and just have the pram sitting in the front, but I don't think it's that important. Pretty mobile, he's moving around, he's not quite walking yet, but he can't walk, but he can crawl pretty fast. But I can just carry him everywhere else. But yeah, so far, quite happy with it.
This camper is a VW T6 that we converted back in 2018. It's a 204 4Motion, which does make it a little less economical on fuel, but gives us that bit more power. We usually like to head to Cornwall, but didn't want to go as far for our first trip. We were heading to Corfe Castle, but stopped off at Monkey World on the way. We should have booked a grass pitch because of the rocks on the floor for the baby.
Yeah, his knees are fine. It's more of a problem that he likes to eat them.
Yeah, it's quite stressful. I think maybe like more research on the campsite would have been good generally. Like, because I thought that this was like family camping, but actually looking at it,
It's just a bit quiet.
It's really quiet, and therefore screamy babies are a bit much.
Toast for those lost old eyes.
It's good when I do the washing and you do the drying, isn't it?
It makes a teamwork.
It does, yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work. I've washed those up so we can use those for the marshmallows.
Tonight?
Tonight? Yeah.
For real life?
For real life. Dry.
Can we have loads of them?
No, you can have 1 or 2.
Okay, I want 2. Can you do this one, Daddy?
I can, yeah.
I'm too tired.
You're too tired.
But not really tired, but I don't want to do it.
You just don't want to.
No.
What happened to teamwork makes the dream work?
I don't mind spending a little time away, but want your hands and our pixels on the web, down with this internet.
With a baby on board, nobody got too much sleep, but that's pretty normal. After breakfast, we packed up and set off for Kimmeridge Bay. Dorset is full of narrow country lanes, which are obviously much easier to navigate in a transporter than a larger van, but it doesn't mean it's always easy driving.
It's like we're right here, then I realize how can I help you when
Florence and Fraser have gone out paddleboarding, so that's meant that Isla and I have come back to put the baby to bed. So he's asleep in the pop top, which is brilliant. And I am sat here with a beautiful view, just about to do some work.
The van was good, 2 young kids was not. What can be learned is I would say camping with a 1-year-old is probably not the ticket. I would say 2+ is probably the prime age. While we're paying attention to him, the dog managed to go and eat our chicken kebabs off the barbecue, so that just was the icing on the cake.
So another issue to take into account when you've got little tiny kids is the fact that we have 2 child seats here. So we've just stopped at a lovely vista. Either we have to commit to getting the child seats out, which is a whole palaver, or I kind of have to just perch on the end of the bed here to be able to sit down. This is what it's all about for us. We've pulled over in the middle of the New Forest, just a little random car park, and now the kids are paddling in the river, exploring the forest. It's absolutely beautiful. Campervan means that we've got everything here that we need. We can even put Lachlan down for a nap if we want to. We've just sat outside and have a coffee and a croissant. We're thinking about making some eggs for lunch, and we're just completely self-sufficient. Everything's here. We've got everything that we need.
In terms of the van itself, the lights are very harsh because they're ice white. They could do with being warm white lights. However, they do have loads of them, so we've got them in headliner here, which is quite unusual for a van like this. The fridge is a good size for a van this size, perfect for weekends. If you're going away for weeks at a time with a family of 4, it would be far too small, but for us it was more than adequate. Great having the inside cooking and also having the ability to cook outside, so the underslung gas tank, having that ability to plug your barbecue in outside without having to take up more storage, it was just brilliant. We didn't actually use the onboard water at all. We've had a water fill point just outside the van, so we've just been filling our bottles, and the van shades were a no-brainer. I'd put them into every van. Just complete blackout, there's no light seeping in through the side, complete privacy as well. The locate table was a great space saver. Obviously takes up the room that isn't used otherwise. That was excellent because it gives you an indoor or outdoor dining table. In general, just really comfortable. Rib bed was really comfy. What I would say is we would have really benefited from having a toilet, especially with the family. The big thing is in the middle of the night, if you need a wee in the middle of the night, you're holding it in because you don't want to get in and open up the door and then slam the door closed and open the door and then slam the door closed again when you come back in. Yeah, this has been great having the boot like this, because you get vertical storage all the way up, whereas with a standard rib layout, you've only got stuff underneath and then your duvets on the back. Whereas with this, we've got the duvets on the back, but they're on the inside, on the opposite side of this bulkhead. And then we've got loads of room, and the storage underneath goes all the way through. So if you wanted to put a surfboard through, you could just move the bench seat forwards and then stick a surfboard in. But yeah, we've got tons of gear in here.
And that's the end of our weekend away camping with the kids. It's been a bit of a whirlwind, definitely hard work at times, but overall such a good trip. The camper layout worked well for us, considering the chaos that comes with little ones. The kids absolutely loved it, which honestly makes all the effort worth it. There are a few things we've realised we definitely need to invest in just to make life a little bit easier next time. We're also hoping to take a trip in a larger camper soon, just to see how the extra space compares. More room might mean a little more peace and quiet. Maybe. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed coming along with us, don't forget to like and subscribe.